This is our Tennessee walking horse, filly. It's Golden Girl. We call her Goldie. She's a Palomino, and she's doing really well in her training. She's just lovely. See, she's hooked on to Eric. She'll just follow him around and stuff. It's really good to see when you're starting with a horse. It's interesting, their attention will be outside of the pen and away from you a lot of times. And it's so neat to see them develop a relationship with you and a bond with you like she does. See how sweet she is. She loves him. She loves us. She likes being around people because she's gotten a fair shake, you know. We're not dropping the, you know, she's not wondering where the next shoe's going to fall, right? But, and he doesn't hard tie him there. That's something. Just wraps it around it. And if they were to spook or something, they could really pull that off. And when we start, the first time we do that, like we teach them, well, I'll only wrap it around like just one thing, two times or 3 times. And they can pull it away pretty easy, but I just do that and let them get used to it. And if they do pull it, I just pull them back and pet their neck and say, all right, and repeat the process. So this is what we do too. You gotta clean them off, clean off their coat and everything. You'll make sure you underneath where the girth is there, brush that all real good. You don't want any sort of burrs or dirt or anything that can cause a sore or cause them to be irritated. What's interesting about Palominos is she is darkening up a little bit more. You'll see some of our weanlings are the ones that are they're on their mom still, and some of them are, I mean, almost look real creamy white, you know. A lot of times people will like the darker ones, but they do darken up. They don't all get the same darkness, but they're not going to be like they are when they're probably all the way up through a yearling. I think somewhere around, it seems to me right around 2 they get more of their true color. I don't know why, it's just the way they are. But so that's a kind of weird thing about Palominos. A lot of times people, they say they don't buy for color, and you know, and I've heard all the sayings, you can't ride color, you can't, all that kind of stuff, but a lot of people do buy for color. It's the first thing they say, oh, I like this pretty blue roan, or I like this pretty Palomino, or this paint, or whatever. And so when they're young like that, people look at them because they're not educated on it, and they think that, oh, I don't want one white like that, I want one that's, you know, more like this or something. And I mean, she was real light. Now she's not as dark as her half sister Lily, but I think she's real pretty. I like this. I'm more key on their temperament and stuff, and how they are to train, and how smooth they are, and how they learn and stuff like that. That's kind of my thing. And I want a nice conformation and stuff like that. But I guess I'm not as picky like with color. And to be honest, I couldn't tell you what my favorite color is. I guess if I had to pick, I kind of like the chestnut with the blonde mane. But then I love my black horses, and I love the Palominos, and you know, I love a good chestnut. It's a regular chestnut. I think I chestnut with a chestnut mane, you know. So I guess I'm really not, I don't have any favorite color. And this here, like, I think in one of the other videos I said I don't like cross ties. I'm not a fan of them because the horse doesn't really have any say. You know, you just got to kind of take it. Now, yes, she's tied there, but she can move, see? She can move. move around and everything. And so it's a better training opportunity too. Like, and when we hang them, like you see those horses there, that's Marlin there. He's one of the ones he's a client's horse. He's a pretty blue roan Percheron. I think he's a Percheron quarter horse cross. And this one is Stetson. He's a gypsy banner. So we just got done training them and see how they're what we call hanging them there. And so they're learning to just, just relax and chill out, and get used to stuff. And they're both doing really well with that. Some get a little bit more worked up. But, so she's got her saddle, getting her saddle on. You see how he puts his hand on him like that, going around. It's a good idea to let your horse know where you are, because sometimes they can lose focus and be concentrating on something away from you, and then all of a sudden, if their focus comes back to you and you're behind them, they could think it's not you and just kick, So that's why we always put our hand on them like that, on their rump when we walk around. And you see how he faces he bends, he faces this way instead of the other way when he grabs that cinch, because if a horse were to kick or something, you're out of their line right there. One good kick and you'll learn to do it this way. But yeah, so this is cinching like you saw on the other side, but we don't cinch them in half. It's nice and easy, just enough to keep the saddle from rolling, off the horse, because you don't want that to happen. You don't want it to roll off the horse or roll underneath the horse. That's going to be something you may not be able to untrain and get used to, because it's going to trigger all these scary feelings for them. Okay. I see he's trying to get her to turn her head on her own or back off. See, that's why I like rope halters so much. See, it's real light on her now. But if you do have to put some pressure, it's concentrated in an area, and they'll move off of it. Okay. There, she took it real nice. See her waiting. Try not to bend the ears and get their forelock up. Make them comfortable. You can tell she's comfortable. She's yawning, and this is old hat to her already. She's only 3 and a few months. You hear that? That's the cricket.
There.
Inside the bit. It's a little roller thing. I can show you that. Now he's hooking up the curb chain there. And it's pretty tight, the curb chain. It only has like a finger's worth of room between it. And, so he didn't even really do much anything with her. You just saw where her mind was, but you can tell she's not been run around or anything. So he untracks him like that a little bit, so that if there's any binding under the cinch, it'll come out. He's just trying to get it to come up a little bit. Stand there. Tries to get the horse to move to him. I noticed that, Eric. You get the horse to move to you. You don't move to the horse.
Yeah.
All these little things add up.
The more they do, the more you gain their respect.
Yep. He's yawning. So she is doing really wonderful.
Just seeing here if she missed it. I'm gonna help her with my leg here.
Yep.
Just seeing how well she's paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
She caught it that time.
See, he's riding off his body here.
I'm gonna turn a little sharper.
Yep. See how he's looking.
I had to help her.
Got it.
I'm gonna lean back. Help her with my leg. There we go. Help her with my leg again. I'm still in that position.
Yep. So leaning back, he's
Just trying to get her to focus on my body.
Yep. You lean back to take the weight off her front end so that she could turn on the haunches easier.
I'm gonna turn right. She missed it. Oh, there she. Turn sharper. Using my leg right now. There we go. Using it again. Now I'm going to sit back. Leg to help. Leg. She's not paying attention. Leg. Leg. Helping her. Now no leg. No leg. Good. Calming herself down. Even though she's usually not too riled up, but there, she's paying attention a lot better now.
He's doing really well.
Clicking. Now I'm going to use my leg. Leg. There she is. There.
Isn't that nice?
Other way. Once I know she's thinking about me and paying attention, then I can start to teach her more stuff. I'm looking. She felt it, but she didn't respond, so I'm going to help her. No pressure. There, ride her out of it. Ride her out when she's doing good.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah. Gosh, look at her. I mean, she's just great, you know.
Oh, she is. She's nice. So I'm squeezing my legs just a little bit, just a tiny amount. I'm putting a little bit of pressure on the bit here, trying to get her to raise her head up a little bit, set it. Get some bend in her neck there. There.
Yeah, this little filly's 3-year-old, you know. It's getting a real nice foundation put on her. This is what I look for in a horse. I mean, if I'm having a riding horse, I want to have something like this. Just a joy to be around, you know. She's pacing there. Yeah, she's keen.
Waiting for her to give to the bit here. Good. That was my legs right there. I squeezed my legs a little bit. She softened.
Yeah, that's cool.
In my legs.
She's starting to pack that bit better too.
Slow it down. Good. Good girl.
She's a foal out or a filly out of my stallion, the Diamond Trip. And he's a Carmelo. And he's producing some nice foals. I really like their minds, and I like the way they move. They seem very athletic. Put together real nice.
There, good.
So this is us just working her again here today. Should people subscribe? They should. Hey, smash that like button and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching.